Welcome to this first installment of my series showing how I detail and modify a Minimodels 4-car Tulloch set. The box is covered with a painting of the Sydney single-deck suburban set crossing the harbour bridge, which adds an element of interest and action. This is the 505 Tulloch 4-car set in Indian red. As the top of the box slides off, it reveals a supplied decal sheet which contains various car numbers, logos and non-smoking signage to personalise your models. Beneath that is the instruction booklet, which covers maintenance and use of the models. It also has a brief history on the Tulloch cars. Towards the back there is drawings showing the different colour schemes and logo placement to aid in applying the decals to your models. And finally, an exploded diagram of the powered chassis along with the part numbers to help you in ordering your spare parts. The first car is the motorised power car. Below that are two unpowered trailer cars and a dummy power car. Both power cars are of the Tulloch 1950s contract and have the 7000 series bogies. The marker lights do not operate as this is the earlier run of the Tulloch cars from Bergs Hobbies. The body is finished in Indian red with a dark metallic grey roof and a semi-gloss black underframe. All underbody components are present. The pantograph does go up and down with a spring motion but does not pick up power. The trailer cars are both identical and are finished in the same scheme as the power cars. They also have the detail of the gold handrails on the sides. Before any work can commence, the first thing I usually do is service the set. This is a brand new set and has not yet been run, so a good service is vital. There is a section in the instructions which will help you in removing the body and applying the correct oil and grease to your model. The first step is to remove the body. By getting one fingernail underneath the body and between the chassis, the body can slowly and carefully be pried away from the underframe. There are 4 lugs holding the body on near each bogie at each end. Removing the body allows us easy access to get into all the working mechanism of the model. The manufacturer recommends Label 102 oil and Label 106, which is a plastic safe grease. First, turn the model over onto a soft towel or rag. Next, take the 106 grease and apply it to the open ends of the gear towers underneath the model. The grease should just be enough to cover the tops of the gears and will work its way down into the gearbox once we run it. Next, take the 102 oil and put a small drop everywhere where the axle enters the bogie side frame. All you need is a small drop, and this will work itself in once again when you run the model. Next, turn the model back over . Then apply the 106 grease into the top of the gear towers. Then once again take the 102 oil and put a small drop on the bearings on the end of the worm gear at the top of the gear towers. Note there are 4 in total, 1 on each end of the gear tower. After freshly greasing your model, you can run it around your layout to work the grease through the model. Then you can build up the speed slowly to prevent any oil or grease being sprayed out onto the track. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the first part where we begin the modifications.